The 21st of November. I'm Stephen Ridgway. So you may remember at the end of last month, the British Library got hit by ransomware. Well, a ransomware group, I don't know quite how you pronounce it, RHYSIDA, Resida ransomware gang have claimed responsibility and have published some indicators that they actually are holding the data. So there is an online auction for the data with a starting bid of 20 bitcoins, which at the time of the article in the Register was written, that would be roughly $745,000. The team claim that there will only be one winner of the auction, although it's data, right? So how would you stop them from selling it to more than one people? Don't know, really. You would never find out. But so it looks like the British Museum, British Library, not British Museum, British Library, is struggling a little to recover from this. Various systems still appear to be down. Website is down, and they are not able to take cash payments still, as far as I can see. For certain services, guest Wi-Fi and things are down as well. So may well be that the negotiations with the ransomware group have broken down, because it would be, or maybe it's just a leverage ploy on behalf of the team. So so that's interesting. There are a few more details in the article in the Register. Makes for interesting reading. It's worth being aware of these sorts of things, because if you ever do get hit by ransomware, knowing how things, how the whole scenario plays out, is quite useful. So Google Workspace apparently has vulnerabilities which risk security breaches, according to Bitdefender researchers. They have claimed that there are multiple security weaknesses in Google Workspace, and they found these vulnerabilities when analyzing Workspace and Cloud Platform while developing their XDR sensor. So if these vulnerabilities are exploited, it would allow an attacker to gain network-wide access by compromising a single target account. It may even give attackers the ability to launch a ransomware attack by moving laterally around the organization that's been that's been under attack. And the issue is that the Google credential provider for Windows uses the Google Accounts and ID administration service accounts to validate workspace credentials. And because that account's been created with escalated privileges, exploitations involving this service pose a serious threat, as I say in the article, which we will link to this briefing. Now, Google's been made aware of this issue, but Google and Bitdefender are having a bit of a disagreement about where responsibility for fixing this lies. Google says that because the exploits require the attacker to compromise a local machine, Google are not going to address the vulnerabilities because they apparently lie outside of the Google threat model. Bitdefender has disclosed the weaknesses publicly to make users aware via, after responsible disclosure. So, yeah, I mean, it's quite true that while local exploits may lie outside Google's threat model, but they're still a serious issue to the Google environment. So it's a little bit unclear what. Well, I can kind of see why Google might want to avoid having to fix this stuff, but equally, it is. Yeah, it's certainly not a good approach to be taken. So we're going to keep an eye on this because vulnerabilities in Google Workspace will impact a large number of organizations, and hopefully with a little bit of pressure, Google will at least publish information around how to avoid becoming a victim to this sort of stuff. And then finally, from me, something which quite frankly made my blood boil when I read it. Cybersecurity firm executive pleads guilty to hacking hospitals. So the I think he was the COO, Vikas Singla, who worked for Securalytics, a network security company that was providing services to the healthcare industry, has pleaded guilty to hacking the systems of GMC Northside Hospital in Dulworth and Lawrenceville in the US. The attacks date back to 2018. Legal stuff takes a long time to come through, but it appears that he attacked and compromised devices in there in order to drum up business for his cybersecurity organization. Quite frankly, absolutely lost for words. Yes, what a cad. That is totally unacceptable. And I work in the industry, and I'm sure there are lots of people listening to this that also work in the cybersecurity industry. It is part and parcel of what we do that we need to have integrity, and that the security of our customers comes first. I mean, if you think that hacking somebody in order to then go and sell them cybersecurity services is okay, you are sadly mistaken. So this one made me particularly angry to see that. Hopefully the guy will be the penalties associated with this will be strict enough to put off other people that might be tempted of doing such basically dodgy stuff. Anyway, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a good Tuesday, and I will speak to you all again